You ever feel like you're not attractive enough to get hot girls? Today, we gonna fix that. What up, homie? My name's Dave, and I put out new videos every Tuesday and every Friday to help you get the girls you want and become the man you're meant to be. So if you've been enjoying the videos, drop a comment below, let me know. It helps a lot, bro. Anyway, I'm back in my hometown of Cranston, Rhode Island for a couple weeks. And it's a beautiful day. I'm back in my old neighborhood, my old stomping grounds. And you know what? It's also a beautiful day to talk about the hobbies that make you most attractive to women. Now, part of the reason for that is the hobbies themselves, and part of it is the man these hobbies force you to become. But either way, they make you sexy to women. So let's get into it.
8-6 all the hate. I won't get involved today. Got lost in the ballin' age. I'm flipping the bars, I'm flipping the on record, off record. I still count wins when they dead it. On record, off record.
Let's not kid around, man. Sports are awesome, and girls love guys who play sports. There's something about just having that competitive drive that sports brings out of you. And when you say you play sports, girls just imagine you crushing it out there on the basketball court, just throttling dudes in a boxing ring, whatever. And for me, I've been playing sports since I was a little kid about this big, and my backyard right here is where the neighborhood kids would come through and we'd all play wiffle ball. And let me tell you, man, I had a knuckleball from right here to there that these kids could just not hit. The problem is, man, a lot of guys lose that sports habit as they grow up. You know, they stop playing those youth sports, and that's pretty much it. And it's a damn shame. As a result, they start to lose that competitive drive and that edge, and it's not as attractive to girls. That's why right now, I make it a point to play some type of sport pretty much every single week. Whether it be pickup basketball out in the streets in Mexico City, American football, you know, just throwing it down the field like Tom Brady. I find some type of way to get that man time in, play some sports, rev up that engine, and have a good time. And bro, I recommend you do the same.
And all that I've left from that time is a picture of you.
There's something about cameras that makes hot girls just flock to them. It's definitely a side effect of Instagram, Facebook. You know, everyone wants to post pictures online, and these girls want nice pictures of them. So when you're good at photography, you can offer to take, you know, do a photo shoot with girls. You can also take pictures of yourself better. You can notice, you know, better ways to frame a shot. Get yourself a good Instagram, and that's gonna help attract more girls too. Bro, you don't need to be like some artsy photography guy. You can be just a regular bro who's good at taking pictures. Like, I've learned a ton about photography from making YouTube videos, learned a ton about filmmaking, and it's all just from practice and just reading about it online, and you can do the same.
But I'm still a Viking like Ragnar. Haters in their comments, what you talking smack for? You typing in your mama's basement while I'm upstairs about to hit it like a backboard.
Watching my YouTube videos is also a great way to become more attractive to girls, and that's especially true if you comment on the video. Think about it, bro. You get a steady dose of confidence and dating tips. You really can't go wrong with that. And by the way, man, if you're tired of struggling in your dating life, not getting the girls you want, I got some good news. I just created a new online dating mentorship program where I'm taking a group of guys and helping them achieve their dating goals and get the girls they want quickly. If you want to be a part of it, then hit the link below to schedule and apply for your free strategy session with me, where we'll go on and see if you're a good fit. Because hey man, it can take you years to get the results you want with women, or it can take you a couple of months. That choice is up to you.
Vamos 1, 2, 3, sin estrés. Muéstrame sus pasos, te cuento hasta 10 y ven. Yo sé que tú quieres.
I'll be real with you, man. Learning Spanish has helped me to meet so many more girls all around the world. Not just because it's opened me up to being able to talk to girls who don't speak English, but also because a lot more girls find it attractive. Think about it, man. Like, what does it signal when you can speak another language? It signals that you probably travel, you probably are somewhat intelligent if you were able to actually learn this, and you're also pretty open-minded and understanding of other people and understanding of their cultures. So yeah, when you're learning another language or speaking another language, it makes you more attractive to girls. But I gotta be honest again, man, like, don't expect to just go to high school or go to college. Like, right here is my high school. This is where I took my Spanish classes. I think I took a couple French classes in this building. but I didn't learn shit. Like, I didn't remember one thing from those Spanish lessons, one thing from those French lessons. But then I went to Colombia for 2 months and I was dropping more Spanish than a conquistador. So yeah, if you weren't able to become fluent in Spanish or another language in high school and it seemed really hard then, don't get discouraged about it. It actually is a lot easier afterwards, especially if you go to a country or you're taking one-on-one lessons with someone who speaks it on a website like italki or something like that. The point is, I definitely recommend it. It's gonna open your world up. It's gonna make you sexy.
Ooh, baby, on the track, I'm going vroom, vroom. Try and catch me when I pull up in a zoom, zoom.
That's right, man. Cars. I mean, one of my favorite parts of going home to visit my parents is that I can drive around my 1997 Avalon, the whip of the century, and just rock it around the city. Let me tell you, this thing is a head turner. It's vintage, man. I mean, you got the sexy exterior, it speaks for itself. Then when you go inside, you got an interior that, you know, it's just amazing. Now listen, How to Beast, he has the Audi. Yeah, that looks fresh. But listen, this thing has 177,000 miles on there. That is longevity. That's sexy too. I've had this car since I was 16. It's my first car, my only car. And man, rolling up on dates in this thing, 2 words come to mind. Panty dropper.
Feel the wind touch our face. Let's take a spin to a foreign place. These open highways are calling our name, and now it's time for us to escape.
Man, the funny thing about filming these little suburban areas is that I feel like everybody can hear what I'm saying for like a mile. Like, I'm the only person talking. It's a lot different than the craziness of Mexico City, I'll tell you that. But speaking of Mexico City, travel is also great because it makes you a more worldly man. It gives you better stories and it makes you seem more adventurous. And the more you travel, the more all this is gonna be true. Like, I have so many crazy travel stories and I tell a lot of them when I'm out on dates with girls. Like, just last week, I was out playing soccer at a random outdoor soccer field with a bunch of like Mexican kids and my friends, and we were drinking beer. It was a crazy time, but if it wasn't for travel, I would never have stories like that. And travel also gives you an opportunity to go to places where the girls might find you more attractive. Hey man, it's no secret that girls in Asia like guys from America. They like expats. It's no secret that a lot of Latina girls like gringos. So by traveling to those kind of places, you can give yourself some good practice talking to girls that you might not otherwise talk to because you're like, oh, she's out of my league, whatever. Well, then you have your chance. So if you haven't started traveling yet, then it's time to find a good spot, plan it out, save up a little bit, and go.
We're gonna be stronger. This is our fight. We're gonna be strong.
Now, I will tell you something that there is not a lot of in Mexico that you can find anywhere easily in the US, and that is just like flat grass parks. Like, bro, this would be so nice to get a football game up on here. But in Mexico City especially, like, there's not a lot of this like flat ground. You'll have like some areas like this, but it'll be super bumpy. We'll all like break our ankles. It's just dangerous out there, bro. But yeah, that brings me to the next point, which is weightlifting. And man, when I first started weightlifting, I hated it. Like, I hated going to the gym. I'd always be complaining about it. Ask How to Beast. We'd be going to the gym in Spain. I'd be like, bro, do we really have to go? But over time, as I did it more and more, I really started enjoying it, and I enjoyed the feelings it gave me and it gave my body. And I've actually been bummed out for the last couple of weeks because I haven't been able to work out as hard as I've wanted to because I have low cartilage in my knee right now. So doing squats hurts really badly. Then I also have a shoulder and an elbow issue that I'm taking medication for. I'm like the handicapped man over here. I'm lifting like 20 pounds at the gym. It's embarrassing, bro, but still gonna try it. The point to all this is that weightlifting makes you more fit. That makes you sexier to women, especially those really fit, sexy girls. If you want to attract them, you can't be over here looking like a slob. You gotta not just be going to the gym, but enjoy going to the gym. And the more you go, the more you're gonna enjoy it. So make that a consistent habit. Hit that gym, bro.
And one day she said, write me a love song, 'cause I know you'll make it beautiful. And maybe I'll call you.
It's official. I have found the one and only Lime scooter in all of Cranston, Rhode Island. check it out. It is right here. I didn't expect this, man, I gotta be honest. But yeah, musical instruments are great. Now, I've never really been able to play a musical instrument unless you count some mean air guitar. That being said, I do remember the guys back in college who'd have the guitars, they'd be playing music in the dorms, and girls would just melt when they listened to these guys. So if you're looking for a new hobby to pick up, playing an instrument is not a bad one to have. Like, you even like out on a date, you could be like, oh yeah, I play some guitar. That's a reason for her to go home with you. Like, you can go like riff on the guitar, play some songs, have a little bit of fun. That's all she needs as an excuse to go home. Now for me, I was never really musically inclined, but I did enjoy rapping. So that was kind of my form of a musical instrument, just my voice. I would hop on stage, tear it up, you know, have a really fun time rapping, just do a bunch of crazy shit on stage, and that was my musical instrument. And so you can do that too. Being outside of the US for so long, I have certain guilty pleasures when it comes to food, because there's certain things you just can't get outside of the US. And one of those guilty pleasures is corned beef hash. Now, of course, you're gonna be careful. You don't wanna eat too much corned beef hash. Otherwise, you're in danger of a corned beef crash, which is the leading cause of death for corned beef hash eaters. But yeah, that brings me to cooking. And with that, I'm gonna really squeeze two things into that definition. Cooking actual food, and then preparing drinks. Bro, if you know how to cook a good meal and also prepare good alcoholic drinks, your house becomes like a party. You can invite a girl over for a date and just cook her some awesome corned beef hash, or you can tell her that you'll make her the best mojito she's ever had. Either way, she now once again has that excuse to go home with you. Now bro, you don't need to be a master chef or a master bartender. Go take a quick drink making class, go watch some cooking YouTube videos online. That's all you really need to get started. Try a couple of different meals and have some go-tos when you have a girl over. It shows her that you're independent and you're also a good time. Guys, this is about to be corned beef crash city.
Eres perfecta mujer, de la cabeza a los pies. Tú pasas de mi nivel, tú tienes el piquete.
Man, if you know how to dance well, it becomes so much easier to pick up girls at bars and clubs because it gives you a whole nother option. You don't have to just sit and talk the whole time. You can bring them to the dance floor, show them some of that rhythm, and bro, when you have good rhythm, she's gonna associate that with you being good in bed. It's just a little subconscious sign that you know how to move. Now bro, if you want to learn how to dance well, check out this video right here. It shows you exactly how to dance like a boss. Let's keep it going. I'll see you right here, homie.